riding from town to town. I've been as high as an eagle flies. I've been up, I've been down. If I don't do what I wanna do, I'll just pack it on up and ride. I live my life like a cowboy, now I'm coming on down the line. Oh, I live my life like a cowboy, riding from town to town. I went from Wisconsin, Arizona, down to Bama, back to Georgia. Tell you, son, I've been around. No, no. If I don't do what I wanna do, I'll just pack it on up and I'll ride. I live my life like a cowboy.
So yeah, we're good. So on that report, sorry, as you guys can see, I got two sets of cameras running. One, I'm trying to hopefully that light my head to me rather than y'all. It's giving me a better look. There we go. All right, so yeah, there's no sound. There should be sound. No sound. Give me a thumbs up or show me something that you send me a message. There should be sound. Y'all should be able to hear me. Oh, I know what. All right. Now you can hear me. All right. So on this deal, sorry about it. Turn the volume down. We're good. We're good. All right. We're good. All right. So on that report, Sal Curriaga was involved in an accident during the middle of the show on Sunday night. It had the I-81 backed up for over 10 hours. I was reading on the script. Sorry, I didn't know it did not go through. My bad. There was a vehicle that pulled over on 81 going southbound. It actually had blowed out a tire. There was 8 passengers in the vehicle. 5 of them got out to help change the tire and keep an eye on what was going on around. There was a truck driver from out of New York, which is South Carolina, Carleo. I don't want to screw up the last name, but he was from New York driving. He was intoxicated. He was severely intoxicated. He ended up sideswiping the van, killing 4 of the pedestrians on the outside, critically injuring the 5th one. The 3 that were still remaining in the van are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But he was arrested. The driver jackknifed the truck after he sideswiped the van, jackknifed, and then rolled over. It ended up catching on fire. But he killed 4 people, 4 pedestrians on the side of the road. The 5th one, they said was in critical condition. They just now updated his chart on the local news here. This is on 81 at mile marker 63, which is the Kingsport exit, airport exit. It's the Tri-Cities Airport there. So he sat there, was intoxicated, wasn't paying attention, over excessive. He did some major damage. So we were trying to get all that figured out on what was happening. So I wanted to come on here tonight and report about it and let you an update. The 5th person that was injured in that vehicle was a 17-year-old kid. They just moved him over to stable, and they're saying he's improving. They just moved the driver from the hospital because he got injured in the truck during that accident. They just released him from the hospital. He's now being transported into Sullivan County Jail. He is now charged with vehicle homicide or vehicular homicide while driving intoxicated, careless driving, reckless driving, driving without care, exceeding there was something else. There was another charge. There were several charges to it. So, but I am out in my workshop. I was out here cleaning with bull snot, trying to clean up my tools, getting the grease and stuff off of them from where I've been using them. By the way, if you all get a chance, try out the curable. This is great stuff. I have one in my shop, one in the house, so that way I can do that. And if you guys want, there's his info right there on the back. If you want to screenshot it, there it is, and that is full snot. I know Van's on his way to mats. But I wanted to get on here and report about that because that was just, yeah, that was a messed up deal. We were in the middle of a live broadcast that went on for a couple hours. And then after I get off, I get word that there was been a major fatality accident and they had the interstate closed down for over 10 hours. So yeah, there was a lot of drivers that went around that. But I'm gonna get off of here. If y'all get a chance, go check out Frank G Trucks. He should be live right now. Go check him out. And yeah, yeah, John. Yeah. I'm sorry. I tried to read it earlier, and I guess the mic didn't pick me up. But yeah, we had a fatality while we were on the show Sunday night out here on 81, which is actually in my backyard, literally in my backyard. Um, there on 81 at mile marker 63. It was a fatality. The driver was DUI, swerved off the road, hit 5 of the pedestrians, killed 4 of them instantly. The 5th one is in critical condition. Well, he moved from critical to stable. He's a 17-year-old kid. The other 3 passengers that are in the van are still are fine, but yeah, this is what they got to deal with. We will be doing a show on this weekend. Guys, I understand you can have your time and you want to do it, but drinking and driving in a commercial vehicle. Oh, that was the other charge. Intoxicated in a commercial vehicle. Yeah, they're going to nail him to the wall. This driver is not leaving from here. They are going to stick it to him. Yeah, and it's pretty sad. It really is. So I wanted to get on here and get ahead of it. But you can actually go, if you want to, go check out the website to get the information. It's wjhl.com. It is our local news. It's a local 11 news. And they have it down in there. If you scroll down there to where it says, it will say fatality on 81. You'll also see another one. There's a 3-car pileup. When I left work, I seen it as I've come by. I mean, it just happened. There was a 3-car pileup on Interstate 26 on which will be the east northbound or west northbound direction. Just before you get to 81, it's in between. It was right there around mile marker 14, 13, somewhere in there. So yeah, that was the other one. There's no room for drugs and alcohol in trucking industry. I agree with you there, John. I really do. I agree with you 100%. There's this comment. Yeah. Why? I mean, for 4 family members to lose their lives and a 17-year-old boy that's now he's unstable, was in critical condition, and over DUI in a truck. And I mean, they said his blood alcohol level was off the roof. I mean, I understand cars are 0.08. Truck drivers are 0.04. I mean, you can just smell a beer, you're legally intoxicated. They're saying he's like a 2.6 on the alcohol level. Yeah, this guy should have never even been behind the wheel, even driving. And I'm not trying to go after drivers, but this I am, because 1, it hits close to my backyard. 2, I was hit by a hit and run driver, not once but twice, and I've survived it. So I know what that 17-year-old boy is going through, and I know what he's going to have to go through. And it's not pretty. It really ain't. So trying to figure it all out, it's going to be rough, but I'll get more updates on this story, so I will be able to tell you all more this week, because the Tennessee Highway Patrol, I looked on their website, they ain't got it on there right now. It's still under investigation, but they did say they were going to come out with a report by at least Friday, from what I'm understanding. So we will be able to get more on that, and then we'll talk about this on probably Saturday. We'll probably do it Saturday. if it's so that way we have a little better time, longer night, and everybody ain't trying to rush and get going. But we'll be doing it on Saturday, and that will be 8 p.m. Saturday evening. This Saturday, which should be that would be April 1st, and that'll be our 2-year anniversary. The day of our 2-year anniversary. It puzzles me on how. I mean, I can understand you're in your truck, you're on your off time. If you want to drink, you can drink, as long as you ain't moving for 10 hours. But this guy was drinking, from what I'm understanding, drinking and driving as he was going down the road. What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? I know it's unusual to catch me on a Tuesday night, but we had a fatality truck accident in my backyard, for say, right here in town. On Sunday night while we were on our live on our show, and I was trying to get the word out that I watched it a little bit yesterday morning. They wouldn't give much detail, except for it was a fatality. It had the interstate shut down for 10 hours. They didn't go any further into detail. So I was like, well, I have to wait. And then this morning they come up with the rest of the details, and I went on the website and I was able to pull up more information, which is what I was doing earlier. Yeah, so it was doing what it was doing, and it's mind blowing how something like that, and the 17-year-old boy, my AARP meeting, yeah, sure am, definitely, Justin. But being behind that wheel and drinking like that, and then because they're not giving the ages of the other 4, but from what we're understanding, 2 are adults, or 3 of them were adults, and the other 2 were teenagers. But they're not letting us know. But they said the last one was a 17-year-old boy. They moved him from critical to stable. Don't know when he'll get out, but at least that means he's improving, which is a good thing. But yeah, drinking and driving in a commercial vehicle, nah, that don't get it. I mean, I know people do it in their cars all the time. Trust me, I'm living proof. I've survived those. I've been hit twice, but yeah, in a commercial vehicle, losing it, hitting, sideswiping a vehicle, taking out, killed 4 of them, and then end up jackknifing the truck and laying it over. Yeah, and see, and truck drivers, and then you guys lost 3 truck drivers. So, I mean, yeah. But I mean, this one here is a truck driver that was drinking, and he actually hit a pedestrian vehicle on the side of the road that was trying to change a tire, and he took out 4 out of the 5, and the 5th one's still in the hospital. So I mean, this kind of situation sucks on this. Yeah, I have. And if you're wondering, I got dual camera. I got my phone here, but I got the camera set up over here in the shop because I was out here cleaning tools and trying to make some videos for Van for Bull Snot. And then I looked on there. I got a notification that they had a new update on that accident to where I could be able to report it. So that's what I was doing. So hopefully I'll have more information this weekend. And then when we do the show on Saturday, this show will be on Saturday at 8 p.m. It is our 2-year anniversary day. So we will do a little bit of celebration, and we'll get into this and figure out what kind of solutions we can come up with to figure out where we can put the stop on this, because we need to get it out there. Good evening, Mr. Michael. Good evening, Miss Renee. Good to see you. It does. It puts a big giant black eye. You won't see it on the Tennessee Highway Patrol website right now because it's still under investigation. But the local news around here has been replaying it. I know this morning when I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, the national news went off and the local news come on at 4:30. As it come on, the first thing they played was that accident, and then it was like 20 minutes later they played it again. Then at the top of 5 o'clock they played it again. So I mean, they're putting it out there, and it's getting around. It just, why can't we do something different than what we're doing now? Sorry, I'm turning the screen. Yeah, nope, it won't. Oh, really? Nope, it won't let me. So I got the other one, so it don't matter. I don't think y'all like looking at my back, but um, yeah, it's just it is the beginning. I ended up doing the beginning, Michael, and I guess the microphone didn't pick up. So with it not picking up, it didn't set right. So I showed and I read it all off, and it just didn't come out right. But because I got the second camera set up, I'm not in the house on the laptop in the base station, so I couldn't pull it up and show you and let it play for you. I might do that here in a little bit. I'll put I'll go ahead and put it on the page. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and put that information on the page so y'all can see it and read exactly what's going on. But I'll do that. But I wanted to get out there and be the first one on it. In Josh says in Australia, we have a 0 blood alcohol limit for truck drivers. Well, see, ours is here is for truck drivers is 0.0.4, 0.04. I mean, just smelling a beer will make you illegal. For our drivers and cars is 0.08. Yeah, they said this guy's blood alcohol is somewhere in between 2.1 and 2.5. They're not giving us the main deal on it. But yeah, that's super intoxicated. It depends on what state you're in, because different. I know. I know the legal limit for the longest time. I may have to go back and change. Go look at it. It may have changed, but it may have changed, Renee. But I could have sworn it was 0.04 for truck drivers, and it was 0.08 for vehicles. But I could be mistaken. I know that's what it was in Florida. Florida is 0.08. I know Tennessee is 0.08. But for commercial vehicles, I think it's 0.04. I mean, it's just the smell of it. Yeah, and you're drunk. Yeah, you're right, Michael. You're right. What? Another black eye? More DUI? Damn. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. It's another. This is a DU. We were on the show Sunday when this happened, and when it happened, it ended up being. It happened somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock. So I mean, they had the interstate shut down for over 10 hours. They had everybody still bypassing. When I went to go that way to Kingsport to do my first delivery, I still was not able to go up there and come back. I had to take the alternate route. I had to go down 11W and run it down to 26 and then come back out on 81. So I wasn't able to do it at that time neither. What's up, Robert Beasley? Beasley, Beasley. Sounds like they changed something. Yeah, they did. They charged the driver, like I said, with careless driving, reckless driving. The driver's out of New York. He's 60 years old. He was intoxicated driving a commercial vehicle, intoxicated above the legal limit. They got him for homicide, a vehicle homicide, 4 counts. The 5th one was hit. There was 5 of them that were hit, but the 5th one was in critical condition. They just updated it an hour ago that he's now in stable condition, and he is now stable. And then they just finally told us that he's The kid that's stable is 17 years old. So yeah, come on, 60 years old. He should have known better. And why he was drinking, driving, don't know. Ain't got a clue. Renee says you're right. 0.08, yep, four wheelers and 0.004 for CDL. Yeah, I thought I was right. That's the things I always try to keep in mind. Yeah, you're right, Josh. I mean, yeah, come on. This is what we're dealing with. Michael says, hold on. Renee says, regardless. All right, let me get back up here to the comments. They were flying in. All right, Renee says, regardless, they should not be drinking or have it in their truck. I understand that, and that's exactly what the law states, and it does. Josh says, Jesus, how did he make it that for a blood alcohol that I because what he did was drink and probably got about 3 hours of sleep, and then maybe four, jumped in his truck and said, I'm fine, I'm good, and started driving. Yeah, that's what happens. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to get on here and get ahead of this and let y'all know what was going on in the local area, but it has to do with trucking, and I'm here. This is in my backyard, so I have to report on it. I know there will be other people that'll be on here wanting to report about it later. Ooh, I just got a cold chill. Wow. I have a breeze blowing through here in the shop. You're welcome, Renee. That's what I'm here for. I am here to inform everybody to make sure that people know what's going on. And even though it's good or bad, that's what I'm here for, is to make sure we get this information out, that there's things that we need to get a hold of other drivers and have this crap stop. I mean, this is a family. There was 8 people in the van. All right. So there was 3 that was still in the van and did not get hurt. But the driver sideswiped the van and killed 4 of them, and then hit the 5th one, and that's the one that's in critical but stable condition. John Freeze says, it used to be a law that after the last drink you had to be off duty for over 8 hours. Well, it's now 10, John. That's the way it's supposed to be. But who knows? These guys are like, screw it. They don't think they're going to get caught. And what happened was he sideswiped the van, took out 4 of them, jackknifed the truck past the van, and then laid it on its side. And then whatever I went by there this morning, and you can see where the grass burnt up and over the median. So it was, or up and over the berm, up the side of the hill. Yeah. Robert says, sad man, driving 18-wheeler, that's pretty serious when you put yourself and others' life in jeopardy. That dangerous. I'm from West Tennessee. Oh, all right, cool. All right, Robert. Yeah, I'm over in East Tennessee. Uh, my home range right now is Johnson City, Tennessee. But I do live just on the outskirts of Johnson City. But I was living in Bristol, and that would have been right there in that neck of the woods. But it's still, I'm in part of the Tri-Cities. So my city, Johnson City, Kingsport, Bristol, it's a trifecta. So we're still in that right there. You're from Ripley, Tennessee. All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, man. I really do. If you get a chance, go to Left Lane with Lefty group and join if you want. You can only get away, and like Michael says, you can only get away. You can only get away with doing dumb stuff. It will eventually. Well, he meant you only can get away with it for so long, and then doing dumb stuff, it will eventually catch up to you. You're right, Michael, and it does. I got a cousin over there on that side of town, or actually on that side. He's over there in Dixon, right there outside of London. He works in Colombia over there. I got to take a trip and go see him over there, and then on my way through that way, I guess I'll have to sneak in the back door into Kentucky and aggravate old Frank G with Frank G Trucks and go aggravate him at his office for a little bit. But yeah, I got to go over there to my cousin's place, and we're gonna clear off some land, and then I got to dig some trenches and put in some barbed wire. It looks like he's got a neighbor that's moving his grade markers, so we're gonna fix that too. But yeah, that's what's going on. But stay tuned. We will be doing a show Saturday, 8 p.m. It is Left Lane with Lefty's 2-year anniversary of the podcast. We will be on there, and y'all enjoy yourself and come over. It's going to be a really, really good night. We'll talk more about this when I get more information, but we're going to have some other stuff going on. I may even have, I don't know, some giveaways. There's the Left Lane with Lefty hat. I got some hats still. I got a couple of them. And then, like I said, I still got, here, I'll show you guys the shirt so y'all can see it. This is the American one. It's got the American flag with the eagle flying in it with the American flag. And then y'all seen the other ones. I got the other one sitting over there in a box. But if you guys get a chance, 2 years, I know, that's what I'm saying, Michael. Where did the time go? Can you believe it? 2 years. April 1st was the day I created it, and April, I think it was 3rd or 4th. April, no. I have to go look because it sent me a notification on when the first broadcast was done, and I got that done. YouTube sent it to me, but I'll go back and look. But I believe I had it created and everything on April 1st, and I believe we did the first show on April 1st. But the first interview that was ever done on Left Lane with Lefty was done with Jacob Bonham, a Hater Mate. We were at Semi Casual. That was 2 years ago. So yeah, that was that was fun. But we were in Wildwood. Oh yeah, I think I did 3 shows here, and then I went to Wildwood and we did a show there. And then we left. And then it started going on from there. Yeah. What did John say? May God shine his glorious grace on all my brothers and sisters of the highway. Peace be with you all. Amen. You're right, John. Peace be with everybody, and God bless everybody, because this world's getting crazy. It really is. It's getting a little out there. But I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. I will see you all on Saturday. Stay tuned. Unless something else comes up or I get more information, I'll go live. But I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. If y'all need anything on my page, groups, my phone number's in there. All you got to do is look info and it'll pull up my phone number, email, all that crap. So you can DM me. If y'all need anything, talk to anybody, anything that's going on. You got any info you want to let me know, something you've seen out on the road you want to talk about, send it to me. We'll talk. On that note, we're going to go ahead and call it an easy night. Love you all. Be safe out there. Safe travels. Take care. Everybody that's headed to Matt, be careful going there. Safe travels. Love you all. Peace.
Sure don't know, I know what turns around.